All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video giving my thoughts on some recent news for Dead. We have just got confirmation that Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlard are going to be working on a 48-page special that's going to be released in what is called an Image Plus, which we'll get into in a little bit. Kind of preview release, eventually, to be put together and compiled. To show us the backstory of Negan and just how he became Negan, as well as I'm going to be giving my thoughts on some of the upcoming covers. Let's have a look. So as usual, I'll put the links in the description so you guys can go ahead and check these out from thewalkingdead.com. Just got wind of this one. This is really cool. So they're going to be doing an actual kind of Negan special, which is so weird, man, because we were just talking about this week in the Q&As. Or was it last week? We were talking about maybe AMC in the TV series showing some flashbacks or some, kind of throwback episodes to where you have Negan and him kind of becoming Negan. So weird that now they just announced that they're going to do it in the comic book series, which is an awesome idea. Like I said in that video in the Q&A, we were talking about it. It'd be great to see how Negan became Negan, how he became this super badass leader of the Saviors. So I cannot wait to read this one. This is going to be awesome. Now, the only problem I have with it, this is a little weird. Again, you can read through this yourself. It's going to be, I'll just read it to you guys. It says, okay, take a seat and listen up because this is some grade A awesome right here. At long last, Robert Kirkman will be writing and Charlie Adlard will be drawing and inking the backstory of everyone's favorite mother, it blanks out, Negan. This is no typical release, though. The 48 pages of the story will be revealed over the course of the first 12 issues of Image Plus. So that'd be 12 issues, one a month, probably a year, I'm guessing. Which will be part of Diamond Comic Distributors' monthly previews catalog. Image Plus will also be available to purchase separate from the larger preview catalog for $2. So that's a pretty good price to get it. The only problem with it is that, it's mainly like a preview type thing of new, Image stuff that's going to be coming out. So you're not just buying this, you're buying all the other stuff too. So what I would probably suggest, and what probably we would do, is wait until they're all finished releasing, like a year from now, and then just buy. They'll probably do a Negan backstory special issue where they release the whole issue together, and you could probably just buy it by itself. No news yet on whether or not they're going to do that, but they usually do. Let's be honest here, it's probably going to happen. So we are very excited about Image Plus and really proud to be including such an important, pivotal story in its pages. It begins this May. So this May, Image Plus might be a little tricky to get your hands on. Only comic book shops are going to have it. So I'm going to look online, see if maybe I can order it online, that kind of deal. Or maybe I'll ask my local comic shop to see if he's going to be getting them. Because I'd love to review them for you guys, but it sounds like it's going to be a little tricky to get a hold of. Sooner or later, I'll do a review for you guys on it and give my thoughts on the backstory of Negan. Because I just can't wait to see it. And I am happy that they're doing it with Kirkman writing and Adlard, doing the artwork, which is awesome because, of course, it fits right in with our regular Walking Dead. And then I'm hoping eventually to do like a Negan issue 1 or something, Walking Dead Negan issue 1, like they did with the Tyrese and Michonne, and they had a few. Governor, I think, had one, independent releases. So this is really cool. Looking forward to it. Just wish they'd kind of release it all at once, but I guess maybe if Charlie Adler's too busy, they could just manage to squeak out maybe a few pages a month, let's say 4 pages a month times 12, you're at 48, right? So that's probably what they had in mind, just release it like that. So that's kind of cool. So check out the article if you guys like. Now let's take a look at some of the upcoming covers for the comic book series. So first one was just released the other day, and then we'll kind of backtrack to some that I haven't given my thoughts on yet, of course, because we've just been busy with the the TV series airing and doing lots of videos talking about that. Issue 154, Led to Slaughter, just a couple days ago. WalkingDead.com released this picture. This is a really cool cover, man. I really like this one a lot. So you have, of course, Michonne on the cover, and somebody else. We don't really know who it is. Doesn't really look any. I can't see who it would be. I'm assuming it's probably going to be somebody from the Kingdom because he's got like kind of that type of sword or dagger, at least something sort. We can't really tell how long it is, but it's thicker than Michonne's, so it's probably a pretty good length. Almost kind of looks like Rick, except his hair, when Rick had his hair and everything a while ago. But of course, he has both hands, so it's obviously not him, and his hair color is different. So surrounded by a whole bunch of whispers, which is really cool. I especially like the one in the middle, the back. He kind of looks like a pirate. It's just kind of cool. Oh man, led to slaughter. So there's no description for this one or the others. Really cool. Michonne going to be in some trouble. I think Michonne should be pretty tough against the Whispers, because the thing with the Whispers is they don't have nearly as much experience using their knives or swords, I would think, as Michonne. Somebody like Michonne with her katana. I mean, that thing has been with her since the absolute beginning of the zombie apocalypse. I mean, there may be some Whispers that have been using their daggers for a while, but she has fought so many different, not only zombies but also survivors too. And man, she's just so strong and so good with it that I think she's going to be really tough to take down. It probably will be similar to what happened when they tried to take down Paul Monroe, and he took out quite a few of them. Was actually able to capture one and get away. So I think she'll be fine. I don't think Michonne's going to be killed off, led to slaughter. The other guy with her might die though, because we don't know who he is anyway. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Kirkman's got in store for Michonne in the future, if she's possibly going to become leader of the kingdom, or maybe on her way run into some trouble. Just a lot of questions. Kind of too early to say, since we just got issue 151, and we know that Rick has basically asked her to go there and do what she can to try to lead them. And why would the Whispers attack at this time? Is a little strange. It seemed like they kind of marked their barrier and that they didn't really want war, but it almost seems like now that if they're going to be attacking her, unless she's crossed into their land somehow, or already got involved in some kind of skirmish or something. A lot of questions for this one to be answered. So can't wait to read this one, of course, just like all the others, to be honest. So that's 154, no description. 153, never gave my thoughts on this one. Really cool cover as well. Heavy hangs the head, like this one. You got the blood in the ground. He's kind of searching around, almost as if he's blind, kind of. That's the sense that I get. Or from the drawing, I mean, he could be kind of looking down. It looks to me like he's got his eyes closed, and he's kind of holding his stomach, maybe grief, that type of deal. Kneeling down. Oh man, heavy hangs the head. So he wears the crown. Heavy hangs the head. Just a lot of pressure. I would read it as, from this cover, just a lot of pressure on Rick's shoulders. He's got all these communities now that he's basically the leader of, and the overarching leader of. Even though you have Maggie at the hilltop, and he sent Michonne to try and do what she can at the kingdom, and had Dwight with the Saviors, which now is kind of unmanned. But Rick himself is kind of the leader of all of it together. So that's obviously a lot of pressure. And if he decides to go in against the Whispers, he's going to have blood on his hands. I mean, he already does. He already has blood in his hands. A lot of people have died, throughout the series, for those that are still around to survive. So definitely difficult decisions to make, but if you look at Rick being able to keep the people alive that he has so far, I think he's done a damn good job. But another interesting cover. I love all of Adlard's covers. This one's a pretty good one. And then the oldest one, which we've already kind of touched on briefly, which is coming out soon. This will be coming out in March. United in Fear. So The Walking Dead silence the Whispers, and you've got Dwight, and is it Laura? I think it's Laura. And they're walking by, and you've got the guys in the background. They're working on the paint, so to speak, which is really cool as they're getting the military together. Release date March 2nd. So actually, that's not too far off, a couple weeks. So we'll definitely do a review for that one when it comes out, when it gets released, guys, as well as all the others. You guys know how it is. The usual deal. Same thing as the last 5 years. So nothing changes. No changes. Nothing earth-shattering. And send me your questions for another TV series related. It could be comic book series 2 related Q&A if you want. It doesn't really matter to me. I'll answer other questions in my Q&As. Doesn't matter. So excited for the Negan backstory thing. Can't wait to see that and how that all turns out when it's all said and done. It's all finished, wrapping up. That'll be cool a year from now, or a year from March. Or May it is. That's it for today. So I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Send me all your questions. If you like this video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, you can share, you can favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this comic book series kind of update, future issues video for you guys. I'll see you again real soon. Talk to you tomorrow. So this is Trev. I'm saying peace.